People don't understand how you have the opportunity.
Stacking in my bag. Yeah, stacking in my bag. I like crypto grind. Currencies flowing, every coins on my mind. My coin base the upper, watch the numbers climb. In this damn fine, feeling so prime. Hustling these protocols, known to the man. Emptying out my radar, I can't understand. Jumping on the wave, watch me move the plan. Holding diamond hands in this crypto land. Got my eyes on the prize, making moves like a king. Every transaction hit a cash register ring. Ride a blockchain, we won't never be slow. In the world of finance, let the profit.
If you're holding real world assets, utility assets, you are a bank.
Yeah, of course, we go over the news and stuff, but we just do what feels natural when we be doing our thing.
We gotta get this money on. All right, what's good, y'all? What's good? Hey, D, I sent you the link.
Yeah. I'm trying to get in.
All right, y'all. What's good? What's good? Give us 1 second. We're about to get started. Yes, QFF. Yeah, anything with QFS at this moment, if somebody's DMing you, yeah, that's a scam. All that QFS stuff in your inbox and your DMs and all that, that's a scam. If it's a crypto queen or a D Alder DM you, that's a scam too. That's not us. That's a scammer. So be careful.
You see me? Or no?
No. Yeah, there you go. All right, cool. All right, y'all. So yeah, we're gonna get started. We got a couple articles to go over today. We're gonna talk about Swift a little bit because Swift is developing blockchain-based ledger for 24/7 cross-border payments. Coinbase CEO warns banks want to kill your crypto rewards. So we're gonna talk about that. We got a DeFi article to go over. Your money, your data, your choice through DeFi. We're gonna talk about that. SEC requests withdrawal of altcoin spot ETF applications following new listing standards. Washington could derail XRP's $173 billion comeback in its breakout year, and Qatar National Bank to boost USD payments with JP Morgan's blockchain. So yeah, we got a couple things to go over. So we're gonna get started here in a sec. We're gonna get started here in a second. All right. All right, y'all. So yeah, we'll start off with this Qatar National Bank news. We can go over that first. About Qatar.
Okay, yeah. So Qatar National Bank. So Qatar National Bank, they're trying to process corporate payments in the Qatar using Connexus. And Connexus, they work with JP Morgan. That's JP Morgan's system, right? If y'all know anything about JP Morgan, y'all know they process 10 trillion in transactions a day. So what Connexus does, yes. Oh, okay. All right, I didn't see that. So basically what Connexus does, they process 3 billion in transactions daily. And I know that's a fraction. That's just a fraction of what, JP Morgan does in 10 trillion. But imagine most of that money that JP Morgan is processing daily. Imagine them doing that on the blockchain, right? So Qatar National Bank is like, we want some. We want in on that action. So they're basically using the same technology that's working with not only JP Morgan, but they're working with Chainlink and Ondo Finance, Connexus. This is a big move for the Qatar National Bank group, in my eyes, because they know what's up, they know what's hip. They know that JP Morgan has been moving all this money around, and Connexus is just going to keep following up. And I wouldn't be surprised by next year if this number is like 5 to 10 times the movement.
Oh yeah, okay. I didn't know if you was done talking. Okay.
Oh yeah. It was a pretty short article. It was a pretty short article.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Okay.
because after that they just talked about Swift and everything that we talked about this morning.
Okay, cool. So one of the Middle East largest banks. Okay. JP Morgan, stay in the mix, boy. They make sure they're gonna get all the money.
Yeah. So imagine like, you know, these things that you would like, because Chainlink is in the article, Ondo's in the article. I forget the price of Ondo. I think Ondo's pretty cheap, right?
Yeah, Ondo's pretty cheap. I think it's like a penny.
Okay.
If I'm
Yeah.
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So imagine them being in the mix of, you know, all those transactions that JP Morgan has been doing every single day, every day for the rest of our days, man.
Yeah,
Because
facts.
they gotta move these transactions to blockchain.
Yeah, they don't have a choice. The banks already won. I'm just go ahead and put it out there. For people who are just waiting for banks to collapse and think the entire banking system is going to collapse, that's not going to happen. The banks already won because 98% of people, they already have majority of the people. Like, people don't like change. That's why people aren't trying to grasp this crypto thing or learn about it, or even though they're missing out on the investment side of it, but just in general, like, humans don't like change. So.
Nope.
And they know that, and that is to the bank's advantage, which is why the banks have already won this battle. Now it's just now it's just them. Yeah, it's just adoption at this point. Ondo's $1. Okay, my bad.
Ondo's $1. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ondo
Still fairly cheap. If we talking about trillions of dollars moving through, still fairly cheap.
Okay. I was thinking about. I don't know what token I was thinking about. I think I might have been thinking because I was looking at something earlier because I was doing some trying to figure out what I want to do with my portfolio, making some changes. Yes, I was probably thinking about another asset. It was the asset I was looking at earlier I was like, oh, it's only a penny, but yeah, it wasn't Ondo. Bad, y'all.
Yeah, this is a critical time, to look at your portfolio, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. It's time to make some tough decisions for sure. And I just want to address a comment in the thing because I don't want it to be. I know somebody said I'm still. Shout out to Katie. She said she's still holding SHX. Now we don't now. It's not a recommendation. We just show you information that's put out there, okay? Because we're not financial advisors. So, because I don't like, what I'm saying, that's cool. But as soon as if SHX was to flop or go to zero, first person folks gonna blame when they lose their money is us. So I just wanted to reiterate about doing your own research. Don't just be buying stuff because you hear me and D talking about it. Like, go get your own conviction, go do your own research, and you make the decision on whether or not you're going to invest in it off of your knowledge and the information that you came across. Not because, what I'm saying, we just showed you because we ain't gatekeeping, but
right.
On you, if you decide that you want to invest into something, that ain't on me and D.
No, that's fact. That's fact.
We are not financial advisors. We don't know nothing. Okay. I just wanted to address that. I felt the need to, and I wanted that on camera and record it. We don't know nothing. We don't give any type of financial advice. We just showing information that you won't see on mainstream media. Nobody's gonna kind of tell you this information. Most of the time, investment opportunities are gatekept because people are selfish and they, you know what I'm saying? So we just not gatekeeping information that's out there, but you make the decision in what you invest in. That ain't it. Lorenzo trying to be funny. Queen told me I ain't tell you nothing. I ain't tell you nothing. But yeah, no, shout out to Katie though. Shout out to everybody invested in SHX. If you got some SHX, drop a fire in the chat. You a SHX holder, drop a fire in the chat.
I know some fire over there.
I cannot wait to do my setup. Y'all just don't know. So I can see both screens at the same time.
Okay.
Appreciate y'all. Yeah, shout out to y'all. Shout out to all the SHX holders. What's good? What's good, Miss Phyllis? What's good? There's a Phyllis in the chat, ma. All right, y'all.
Somebody said, what is that?
What is what? What is SHX?
Yeah.
Stronghold. They are on the Stellar blockchain. Look it up. Look, that's why do your own research. They're on the Stellar blockchain. They own 222 labs. They work with Nasha for ACH payments. Yeah, go do some research on it. It's worth looking into. Worth looking into. All right, so this next article we're gonna go over. Let's talk about Coinbase CEO right quick. So we got Coinbase CEO warns banks want to kill your crypto rewards. So y'all know banks
Your
are
boy.
huh?
I said your boy. Your boy.
Yeah, Brian Armstrong. Yeah, yeah, the lab grown person. That man does not look like he came out of a uterus. Okay. Anyway, um, he just don't. It don't look natural. So Coinbase CEO warns banks want to kill your crypto rewards. So what's going on? So Coinbase's CEO Brian Armstrong is accusing big banks of trying to eliminate or restrict crypto rewards, especially rewards tied to stablecoins like USDC. By crypto rewards, he means things like earning yield or interest paid in stablecoins for holding or staking crypto. The banks argue that stablecoins and crypto rewards threaten their control over deposits and their traditional banking system. So this, yeah, and that's what pisses me off about banks. That's what really blows me. Like, shout out to my boy D, or the other D, not this one. The other D, he sent me something earlier because he said Uphold is giving out debit cards again, I guess. So this just makes me really want to go to the other side, because banks are so selfish that they don't even want y'all to earn yield. That's why we don't earn yield anymore. Back in the 90s, I think, was it the 90s, whenever bank accounts came out, when they first came out, like, our parents was able to earn some type of yield on the money in their accounts. They used to get, like, I don't remember how much it was. Maybe it was 2-3% they would earn on their savings account. Was it a point in time you earned a percentage? Well, you know how much it was? You can't remember? It was so long ago, my mama don't even remember, but she do know she used to earn some type of percentage on her savings account. So the bank, so they did used to offer that when they first came about. Now all of a sudden it threatens the control over deposits. So it didn't threaten the control over deposits when y'all used to give it to our parents, because the boomers got a percentage on their savings. So why we don't get one?
Right.
Now, so it didn't threaten it back in. What's the difference? Because back then y'all ain't have nearly the security you have in 2025. You definitely have better security now than you did back then. So how is this a threat? So this how you know they bullshit, and these people are liars. They're manipulators. So yeah, Brian Armstrong has a good point. So I'll continue with the article, but it says the key dispute. It says there's a law called the Genius Act. So y'all know about that. That apparently protects people's ability to earn crypto rewards under some circumstances. Armstrong wants to preserve those protections. So the banking lobby, which is the bank's political influence, is pushing to undermine or reverse those protections, so exchanges can't freely offer stablecoin yields. Coinbase and other exchanges like Kraken, Gemini, BitGo are actively lobbying to prevent banks or regulators influenced by them from putting these limits in place. So this matters, because this affects you. So if banks succeed, crypto platforms might be forced to stop offering or severely limit crypto rewards, especially with stablecoins. So that could reduce incentives for people to hold or use crypto depending on how much they value those rewards. The fight is partly about who controls money flows and incentives, traditional banks or newer crypto services. So here's what's likely, I guess a more likely outcome, or what seems plausible. So regulators will press to more tightly define or limit rewards that mimic interest, especially on exchanges. The crypto industry will fight to preserve some version of rewards or yield mechanisms, perhaps via workarounds, which we already have, because if you're in DeFi, you know I'm not, y'all ain't gonna stop us from earning no yield.
Right.
Yeah, we have some compromise. Some compromise is probable. So limits, caps, transparency rules, or stricter oversight rather than full bans. The outcome depends heavily on how much stablecoins grow in usage. If stablecoins remain minor relative to bank deposits, less political or economic pressure will exist to impose those limits. So yeah.
So basically, he's saying, yo, come on over here. You know what I'm saying? Don't go over there. Come on over here, or lose your crypto. Right?
Who? Well, what do you mean? Say that again.
No, I'm saying like he's saying like, yo, like come on. He's like coming on over here, right?
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
come on to the dark side.
yeah. Well, basically, he's saying so. He's speaking up because basically the banks want to take away you earning yield. Period. On
Yeah,
stablecoin.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to implement that into that Genius Act. So he's basically trying to fight for that because it ain't about coming over to Coinbase. If they just all together say you can't earn yield on stablecoins, Coinbase won't even because they have to be compliant. Coinbase wouldn't even be able to offer yield anymore on their platform.
Yeah. Niggas is jokers will figure out a way around anything.
It's already a way around. You know,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
if you're in
yeah,
the Patreon, this is why you need to be in the Patreon. It's already
yeah,
workaround. It's already people
yeah.
are already earning yield in DeFi. It's
Uh,
just doing it on
he,
Coinbase for
I,
some people it feels better because it's a safe haven. Coinbase feels a little safer to some people than in a
I get
DeFi
it.
protocol.
I,
Yeah,
I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. But he has to say these things. Or I feel like he got to come out and say it. Like he's not saying it just to be like, all right, I want to help you guys. He got to say it because he knows there's people out here like us, like that just doing whatever.
yeah. Exactly. So I'm not really fucking with it like that. That pisses me off because that really because why? Like as a bank, how selfish and greedy do these banks have to be? Where you already see that we talked about this earlier. 58%. I have to keep reiterating this because I want y'all to understand how selfish these people are and how much that they don't care about you, and you're holding your entire livelihood with these same people that don't give a fuck about you. And
Nope.
these people are basically saying, we don't want your money to be able to make money for you. And 58% of Americans are either fair or poor right now. And so they're saying, oh yeah, even though they struggling, even though most of them ain't, even though a lot of them got to go live with family members or they got to, we see how much they struggling. We see their accounts. We see
Sure.
how many people accounts going in the negative. We don't want you to be able to earn any yield. Mind you, these are the same people that see your finances. So they see
Yeah.
see you overdrafting. They see you ain't got enough money. These is the
Just
same people. And they're
just
saying, we don't want you to earn yield.
just go down the rabbit hole and see who owns
But
the whole central banking system, and you'll
yeah,
see why they are greedy.
they're greedy. And these are the same people that want your business. They want you to have your direct deposits come into their institution. These are the same people using your money that they lend and borrow out 15 times before it hits your account. So they need you. And that's what the people got to understand, that the power is in our hands. We don't have to bank with these institutions. We've just been indoctrinated into doing it. But if we stop banking with the bank, like that's what they fear. That's why they don't want people to know how bad things really truly are. Because the first thing people are gonna go do is take money out their accounts. They don't want a bank run. That's how much power we have. We got so much power that these people have to lie on the media every single day about the economy because they
Yep.
don't want a bank run. That's how
Yep.
bad shit is. And I'm glad Brian Armstrong is speaking out on this, even though, he's speaking out because it's like, yeah, come over here because y'all can earn it over here. But we got to make sure that they don't put this in the bill or you're going to be able to earn nothing over here either. So he just putting it out there. But this is terrible. Like this makes me like this shit making me so mad. I'm like, dang, I want to go take all my money out the bank right now.
Yeah. It's just that a lot of these places that you pay your bills to, they don't accept crypto yet. So
Yeah,
they
exactly. That's the
that's
only thing.
the only thing that's like really holding a lot of people back. Because I guarantee a lot of people there's a lot of people now that hold. I'm talking to way more people that hold more money in crypto and stable coins and stuff like that than they do the actual bank, fam. They just hold literally what they need in the bank, fam.
By a show of fires in the chat. You don't have to put no numbers, just by a show of fires. How many people got more money in crypto than in the bank? I'm dropping fires. By a show of fires, how many people got more money in crypto than in the bank?
Hell, even if you sitting in cash or other assets, it ain't in the bank.
Exactly. Look at all these fires.
Mad fires. They said F them. We only dealing with y'all because we still gotta, We don't
Because
gotta
we gotta
pay
pay our
bills.
bills. Yeah,
We don't gotta do that neither, though. That's the
because a
crazy
lot of
thing.
them they offer cards. That's why I'm like,
We don't-
let Uphold send me a card. I'm over here like,
But Queen, we don't gotta. We just like you said, we don't gotta bank with them. We don't gotta pay bills neither. But you know, that's a whole
Oh
another
yeah,
conversation.
that's another
That's
conversation. Whole system will freeze up. And the crazy part is we don't even need everybody's participation. We need about 15 to 20 some percent of y'all to just stop paying bills, and these people would be in the frenzy. We would be able to get whatever the hell we wanted to. We don't even need
Yeah.
everybody's participation. Everybody else, that they can stay in their indoctrinated box and be brainwashed. If 20% of America just stepped up and said we ain't going to work and we ain't paying bills, it should be bad.
Look at all these fires. Look at all these fire emojis, man.
Yeah, people going crazy. Yeah, most people got more money in crypto. That's
Damn.
The crazy part is they know that. They know this already. They know this.
Somebody said if it ain't bill money, it's in crypto.
Feel me? Shout out to Miss Lady.
That's what's up, yo. That's what's up.
Cars on the way. Yeah, for sure.
Fuck them banks. F them banks.
Yeah, for real. Because the banks, because to me, it's like, dang, y'all already like, okay, y'all get our money, y'all get interest from us off credit cards, y'all get interest off houses, real estate, all this different stuff, loans. Dang, we can't get no rewards on our money.
Nope.
Like y'all that damn greedy
that
we can't get rewards, that y'all want the rewards too. We can't even get the rewards off our money that keeps your bank in operation. That is insane. On top of that, we're not even talking about the fees that they get from overdraft protection and all that other stuff. They get all this money and they're like, oh no, we can't get them no yield. Like it's like a 90-10 trade-off. All we asking for is 2 to 3% yield on our checking and savings accounts. And they like, okay, you know what I'm saying? They can't even make a deal where they still get the loan, you know what I'm saying? They still getting interest. You know what I'm saying? They still getting they bought, you know what I'm saying? They lending our money out 10, 15, 20 times. They getting interest off credit cards. You know what I'm saying? They getting interest off loan. Like y'all get all of that. And all we asking for is a little bit of yield on our savings accounts. And they like, no. I don't want to do business with y'all. I'm actually quite frankly sick of it. So so shout out to Brian Armstrong speaking out on that. So that was pretty much what he was talking about. So that's what he's fighting for right now. Because they trying to completely take that away. So we definitely need to be making sure we're utilizing stable coins. We definitely need to be making sure we're taking advantage of that, because if they don't see a lot of movement, emotion, or money over there, they're gonna get away with it. They're gonna get away with it. So this next article we're gonna go over. Let's talk about Washington. So Washington could still derail XRP's $173 billion comeback in this breakout year.
So your boys, man, your boys over there in Washington, they fucking up. They fucking up because they want to shut this shit down, and that's gonna hurt a lot of things. That's gonna hurt a lot of things. Let's go over the things that'll hurt. It'll hurt not just the ETF filings or any filings that's there, because it's gonna slow down all these regulations and stuff like that. But it's gonna slow up veterans getting paid. It's gonna slow up certain law enforcement, right? Certain senior citizens. It's gonna slow that out. So now you got Democrats and Republicans going back and forth. Even your boy Obama said something. Your boy Obama said, the Republicans are basically letting it. They're going to let it shut down, and the veterans aren't going to get paid. The senior citizens aren't going to get paid.
So the Democrats doing what they do. They're doing what they do, scaring the hell out of the boomers, because that's who they really target. They can scare the people with the money, and they're good.
Oh yeah, of course. But then the Republicans are pushing back, saying that like all the Democrats want to do is basically not do what they pretty much not do what they said they was going to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's all this pushback between the Republicans and the Democrats, right? And who's losing out is the people, right? Just because they agreed. And I think if you scroll down, they'll show you the chart of all the government shutdowns that has happened.
Here we go, right here. Damn.
You'll see all
shut down since 1976.
Yep.
So,
Since
oh yeah, I know they
1976.
can't see it. Yeah, they can't see it on
Oh
TikTok.
yeah, they can't say it on TikTok, but yeah, we not new to this, and I mean, there's been government shutdowns that's been there for like hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why this is going to affect XRP is because now you got less people working at the CFTC. Now you got less people working at the SEC. That's supposed to be getting these deadlines, and these October deadlines that you was talking about earlier with these ETFs
Mm-hmm.
rolling in, and that's gonna fuck up the third largest crypto in the world if they let the shutdown go through. So they might just let it shut down. I mean, what y'all think? What y'all think? Like, it's a game inside of another game being played here, fam. That we don't even know it was being played, fam. So that's part of the reason they want to starve y'all out, fam. They want to starve us out, fam. They want to starve niggas out. I'm getting to the point where it's just like, all right, well, I guess if this is what we're gonna do, prepare for the worst.
I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's a good idea for them to do a government shutdown.
Me neither. Me neither. But shit.
Cause think about it, stuff is already bad.
Right.
Like think about like so now you're adding fuel to a fire. Like right now it's a fire because it's like, you know what I'm saying? More and more people are starting to speak up and be honest about their finances. And so
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of people hurting out here right now, y'all. So then
They
we
don't
add on top of that the people who high and mighty, because these are the federal workers who, they take a lot of pride in their careers.
they don't give
And
a truck. They don't give a
yeah,
F about that. You already know they don't give a F about that. So
but what I'm saying is it could cause a lot of controversy outside.
that
You
ain't
know what
that
I'm
what they want? Don't they want, the
I
chaos?
think that's what they want. They want the chaos. They want people outside angry. They want people outside looting
Mhm.
and doing all this craziness. Like they want us going crazy.
Yeah. 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 They want they want chaos. They want chaos. So now people are not gonna get paid. And then you got other people on the other side that's not gonna get, certain benefits or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So Joker's man, prepare, fam. Prepare for whatever outcome you need to prepare for in your mind. Now if it doesn't shut down, then cool, regular scheduled program. But if it does, and then it drags out from hours to days to weeks, man.
Shout out Fabian for the
Well,
repost. Appreciate you, gang. Appreciate you.
shout out
Uh-huh.
shout out to you. Shout out to you. Go back to that list of the history. What was the longest one? The longest one was the last one, right? That we had.
35 days. Yep, which
Mm,
was December 22nd, 2018 is when that one started.
mm,
So we went into 2019 in a shutdown.
mm-hmm. It wasn't that long though.
Yeah. Facts. Okay.
All
So
right.
let's see what's going on. So first, because I know TikTok can't see it. So it just says that the government shut down since 1976. So basically the one in 76 was 10 days, 77 was 12 days. We had another one in 77 that was 8 days. Then we had another one in 77 was bad. Damn.
Yeah, no, out of
8
70s,
days.
70s
What
is
the
bad,
heck?
fam. Yeah, I
70s
mean
was
that's
my mama
I
sleep. Y'all
think
about to ask her what the hell was going on. She was in college. 77? My mom was in college. What the hell was going on?
that's that's when you could only get gas on certain days. I remember my dad was telling me about that shit. You know what I'm
Damn,
saying?
that was
You had to pick a number. You had to be the odds or evens and shit.
shut
Ask your
down.
mom.
Yeah, she just woke up. Y'all had 3 government shutdowns in 77.
I don't know how many, but I remember with the gas, it was
The
gas,
gas lines was crazy.
the gas you could only go on certain days.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what.
See?
Yeah, see,
See?
she just woke up, y'all. She woke up out of sleep.
See?
I guess she heard us.
See? Oh, yeah.
Oh, she said, "Look at Good Times." My mom said, "Watch Good Times." I guess Good
Mm.
Times, episodes on Good Times, that show you how bad it was, so y'all can get an idea of what was going on. But yeah, it was a shutdown for 8 days, and then September 30th in 78, stuff still didn't get no better. They had another shutdown for 18 days, and then in 79, it still won't no better. Who was the president? God dang, who was the president? Who was the president? They had
That
another shutdown for 11 days in 79. Who was the president?
Who was the president? Was
Who was
that
the
the
president?
Nixon? Was that the
Was
Nixon
that
era?
Nixon?
That might have been Nixon. That might have been
No,
Nixon.
my mom said he was out by then because she was in college. Who was you don't remember who the president was?
I can't remember too long.
She said, "Can somebody look up?"
Oh, Jimmy.
Was it
It was
Jimmy
Jimmy Carter? It was Jimmy Carter? Jimmy Carter only did one term. He only did one term. They got his ass up out of there.
He ain't shit. He should have all these damn shutdowns. How he ain't get impeached?
But then he was giving programs to the hood and shit.
Oh,
You know
he was looking out. I forgot it was Jimmy Carter. Okay. He was looking
Jimmy
out.
Carter. Soon as what's his name got in it, Reagan got in there. He shut all that shit down. One no more programs.
My mama said we barely made it.
You see, that's what I'm saying, yo.
Dang. Okay, so Carter was trying to look out, but then he got all these shutdowns on his record. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? On paper, that just looked bad on paper. But shout out to Carter, though. He was trying to look out, you feel me? So they had another shutdown in 79. Then in 81, they had a shutdown for 2 days. In 82, they had a shutdown for a day. And then they had another shutdown in 82 that lasted 3 days. And then they had another shutdown this is 84. 84, they had a shutdown for 2 days. Then they had another shutdown in 84 for a day. Then they had another so then it was a shutdown in 86, 87 for a day. 90 in 1990, 3 days, 95 for 5 days. And then December 95, 21 days. And then so then Trump beat that record. And then in 2013, they had one for 16 days. So that was Obama. And then 2018, they had one for 3 days. And then so that was Trump again. So that was Trump. And then that was Trump. Yeah. And then 2018, 9 hours. And then we had 35 days in 2018. Trump got the record right there.
So we do for one.
Yeah, so we might be due for a shutdown, y'all.
Yeah, Reaganomics was hard.
My father said Trump will be more powerful if they shut the government down. I don't know if that's good or bad, gang. I don't know. We ain't gonna get into the politics too deep, but okay. But I just wanted y'all to see when the shutdowns was like. That was shout out to whoever did this chart. That was clutch, D.
Nah, for sure. Shout
out to PBS NewsHour. PBS NewsHour put it out there. Shout out to them for the stats.
Yeah.
No, you good, grandfather. I know you just saying. I know this. It facts. The truth is the truth. Whoever the president would be right now would have more power, and it just happens to be Trump. It happens to be Trump. Okay, that was a pretty good article right there. Okay, very informative. So y'all get ready for tomorrow. Y'all already know to tune in with us. You know what I'm saying? Have a sense of humor because I'm going to laugh. I ain't going to hold you. They shut the government down. I'm going to laugh. I ain't going to hold you. And I'm not laughing I'm just laughing because it's just like, damn, like this was y'all be knowing half of this shit be avoidable and they just be letting dumb shit happen.
Listen, Ash, they got it till midnight. They got it till midnight tomorrow to get it right. They got it till midnight.
We gonna see y'all. Like it's really a laugh at my pain type of situation. Like,
yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, bro. Y'all really do this right now?
Yeah.
Right now, y'all. Like, come on, bro. Like, insane, bro. Insane. So, all right, y'all. So we gotta look forward for tomorrow. So y'all make sure y'all be careful too, because when people act crazy with stuff like this. So make sure y'all stay dangerous. You feel me? Stay dangerous.
Yeah, all day.
So this next article, I want to talk about the SEC real quick because they we touched on it a little bit this morning, but I really didn't have an article for it, but they came out with one. The SEC requests withdrawal of altcoin spot ETF applications following new listing standards. So we'll talk about that right quick. 1 second. Okay, so what'd you say, D?
No. I was just reading a comment. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So the news. So this was the news is. So the SEC has asked firms proposing spot ETFs for certain altcoins like XRP, Solana, Litecoin, Cardano, Dogecoin to withdraw their existing filings under the old rules. The reason is the SEC recently approved a generic listing standard for crypto or commodity ETFs. Under this new standard, exchanges can list ETFs that meet certain criteria without needing individual 19B4 approvals. This change is intended to speed up the process and lower legal or regulatory overhead. So I remember when that first came out, because I think I mentioned on the live that they was coming out with a faster process for ETF approvals, because y'all know it's mad slow. It's mad so basically what that means is altcoin ETFs, which is not just Bitcoin and Ethereum, but they may become easier and faster to launch in the US. The withdrawal of old filings is procedural. Firms are doing this shift from the old, slower approval path into the new, streamlined one. So there's still uncertainty. Even with the new rules, the SEC will scrutinize whether ETF proposals meet requirements. We're likely to see a wave of altcoin ETF launches if many of these proposals pass under the new framework.
Okay.
So we'll see. So October,
Yeah.
November, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I just wanted to point that out so people knew what was going on before people thought that was like bearish news or something that they was withdrawn. No, they just basically want them to file under the new rules and not the old ones.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, this is uncharted territory, fam. Like, we ain't never been here before. So these institutions know they got to get in. So that's the good thing about right now. That's why I'm not even tripping.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good thing about
it. No, for sure. So this next article we're gonna go over your money, your data, your choice through DeFi. So I know we were just talking about the banks and how effed up they are for not wanting us to earn rewards or earn yield on our money, our own money. They so it's effed up. So if you've been rocking with us, we preach to y'all, if you're in crypto and you're in DeFi, you are a bank. If you custody your crypto, you're a bank. You just need to act like one. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk about DeFi real quick. So basically what this article is talking about is many people feel financial privacy is broken. So over half of Americans believe the current financial system doesn't protect their personal financial data. They feel exposed by big data breaches like Equifax, and that their transactions are being observed or monitored. So
because they are.
So our Patreon is in the description because DeFi is offered as a solution. That's why we keep preaching it. We keep telling y'all, listen, you sick of the banks, so are we. So DeFi tools can give individuals more control over their financial data or privacy. So the idea is, instead of having banks or centralized institutions collecting and holding lots of your data, DeFi uses more privacy preserving tech and decentralization. The role of legislation and regulation. So basically the author in this article is arguing that laws should protect people's privacy more. So for example, reducing unnecessary data collection and easing requirements that force developers to share or register everything. They mention that rules like FinCEN's mixer rule about anonymizing cryptocurrency transactions are problematic. So why privacy matters beyond hiding wrongdoing. So the piece says privacy isn't just about avoiding wrongdoing, it's about dignity, autonomy, and being free from surveillance. People worry not just about criminals, but about ordinary behavior being tracked, judged, or misused. So what'd you say, D?
No, I said okay.
Okay, yeah. And then what seems credible versus what's more opinion. So credible, which is widely agreed, is data breaches are a real frequent problem. It is. And it's one of these things. We're going to show y'all the problem and we're going to give y'all a solution. This is why we told y'all to get ahead on DeFi, get ahead of the masses, and you're going to be in a much better position than people that's out here not paying attention to what is going on in the financial world. This is why. So that they're pointing this out. Okay, so yeah, data breaches are a real frequent problem. Many people feel uneasy about how much data banks or financial institutions collect and how exposed their personal info is, and surveys can back this up. So more opinion or advocacy. So that DeFi is the solution for privacy for everyone. While it has potential, there are trade-offs, usability, regulation, and possible misuse, which y'all know people misuse cash every single day. So this ain't, you know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing, and we know we need regulation. So basically the article doesn't deeply explore that part. But the idea is that all regulations or data collection are bad. Some data collection is meant for safety, anti-fraud, compliance, anti-money laundering. This article basically leaned more toward a perspective that privacy should often override those. And then the specifics of what laws should change or how to balance privacy with other goals. And are not fully detailed, more argued from principle than a legislative plan. So yeah, I guess I got some some key points there. So why this matters: if people's trust in financial systems keeps dropping, they might prefer alternatives that offer more privacy, which could push more adoption of DeFi and crypto privacy tools. Regulators will likely face more pressure to write laws that protect financial privacy more strongly. That could reshape how banks, fintechs, and crypto companies collect, store, and share data. So this may be one of the reasons why Brian Armstrong is fighting the banks about the reward issue, about them not wanting us to receive rewards. It's probably why he's fighting for that and making, bringing awareness to it. So there is a tension. So privacy versus regulation versus prevention of fraud abuse. So how that gets resolved will affect the security, transparency, and innovation of financial systems. What we do know is that the financial system has to innovate because everybody else is innovating. Everybody else is speeding up their systems. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? People are going to earn yield minus the countries that control their citizens. But Dubai and Singapore and all of them, they like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Have at it. Get paid. Get paid. The more money y'all make, the more money we make. Everybody gets some money.
Yeah. Everybody gets some money and safety, fam. Safety. You know what I'm saying? Come on over here. Come on here. Get that safety. It's your data. You should own your data. That's what Web3 is about, fam.
Owning your data. Mm-hmm.
The Web3 is the internet of ownership, fam. The internet of ownership. If you want to own your data, you will have the option to do that, right? Because hell, if you go on JP Morgan's website, shit, I don't got it in front of me right now. They got a whole section on it. Bring your own ID, right? You heard of BYOB? They got BYOI. So it's kind of like get with it, or or not. It's up to you.
Exactly. Okay, so what the article says. So many people feel financial privacy is broken. If anybody wants to get that bot out the chat, they can get the bot out. That bot right there that said X. We ain't even talking about XRP. Thank you, appreciate it.
Ain't got no picture. You just coming up here, saying whatever.
Just a random bot. Okay. So yeah. So basically, the article is also saying many people feel financial privacy is broken. Over half of Americans believe the current financial system doesn't protect their personal financial data. They feel exposed by big data breaches, and their transactions are being observed or monitored. I feel like I had looked over there. Okay, never mind. And then DeFi is offered as a solution. So yeah, DeFi tools can give individuals more control over their financial data or privacy. So the idea is, instead of having banks or centralized institutions collecting and holding lots of your data, DeFi uses more privacy preserving tech and decentralization. And then the role of legislation and regulation. So the author argues that laws should protect people's privacy more. For example, reducing unnecessary data collection and easing requirements that force developers to share or register everything. They mentioned that rules like FinCEN's mixer rule. Oh yeah, I went over this. I must have wrote this twice. Sorry, y'all. Oh, okay, I'm right here. Okay, so I'm sorry, y'all. I wrote this twice. I really did. Sorry. Okay, why does it matter? So if people's trust in financial system keeps dropping, they might prefer alternatives that offer more privacy, which could push more adoption of DeFi, crypto, and privacy tools. So regulators will likely face more pressure to write these laws that protect financial privacy more strongly, and that can reshape how banks, fintechs, and crypto companies collect, store, and share data. And then they just talk about the tension. Yeah, we read all that already. Okay, cool. So yeah, basically, y'all get in DeFi. Basically, you need to be learning DeFi because you're not gonna have a choice anyway. So you might as well get ahead of the curve. Get used to it. It ain't going nowhere. The banks don't have a choice but to adopt this tech. It ain't going nowhere. Decentralized DeFi ain't going nowhere, y'all.
Nah, not at all.
Go ahead and learn it. Basically, go ahead. Just get right, gang. Just get right.
Yeah.
Get right or get left. Because you can get on the sidelines and watch people make money and print money with DeFi, or you can go ahead and get involved. I know with our Patreon, we just getting straight to the point. We're doing a call tomorrow, so don't forget y'all to call for this week, and next week is going to be on Tuesday instead of Wednesday. So we're doing calls. So make sure y'all bring y'all questions. Make sure y'all watch the videos we posted in the last few days. We're gonna go in there tomorrow. That way, if you got any questions, we can help you out with that. Shout out to Cecil. He's doing a phenomenal job. The videos in the Patreon have been on point. Everybody in the Patreon, if y'all enjoying the videos, drop a fire in there. If y'all feel like Cecil been doing a great job with the videos, we appreciate the feedback. Make sure y'all let us know in the comments and stuff, you know what I'm saying, how y'all felt about the video. Shout out everybody that has been commenting. But yeah, let us know, you know what I'm saying, how y'all feel about it. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, see them fries. See them fries.
Yeah, Mr. Perfection said I'm waiting on a call again. For sure. Yeah, we're having a call tomorrow. So don't forget y'all, the call gonna be tomorrow. And yeah, we're gonna be busy with that. So yeah, shout out to y'all.
Tomorrow 7:30. Matter of fact, I'll put the Zoom call in there tonight, so you'll have the link for tomorrow. But I'll still remind y'all tomorrow, because I know some people gonna forget.
Facts. So yeah, shout out to everybody that's in the Patreon. We getting to the millions. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody need that passive income. So if we sitting somewhere, and if we talked about this earlier, 58%, y'all need another source of income. Get busy. Like, you're gonna have to, like, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, let's work smart, not hard. If you don't have to pick up a second job and you can figure out a way for some of your savings, I ain't saying all of it, or some of your money to work for you and just earn yield for you, maybe you won't have to pick up that second job. Now you got more time for yourself or your kids or your spouse or whatever you be doing. Now you got some of your time back. So let's work smart. Let's not, you know what I'm saying? Working hard is cool. It sound good, but like, are you happy or are you miserable? Because I remember when I was out there, I was miserable as hell. I was like, oh, this cannot be life. I did not sign up for this shit. This is crazy. This is insane. So yeah, y'all, make sure you're just working smart, not hard. Because there is other ways for you to make money out here. You don't have to spend 12 to 16 hours a day at a job. You know what I'm saying? Working jobs. Whether you're working 2 and 3 jobs, you do not have to do that anymore. It is so many ways to make money out here with the computer, with your phone. It ain't even funny.
So what your girl Maxine said, reclaim my time. Reclaim your time.
That's her favorite thing to say at them hearings.
I agree with her on that. I agree with her on that shit, yo.
Reclaim. I agree with her too, and I don't never agree with Maxine, but I agree with her on that. Reclaim your time.
Reclaim your time.
For
That's
real.
The point. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you.
Y'all see where this shit is heading. Y'all see where this shit is going. So.
And all my niggas that's on child support because they just got bitter baby mamas, they can't get that DeFi bread. She can't. Yeah, they ain't gonna know about that DeFi bread right now. Let me shut up. They don't know about that DeFi bread, gang. All right, y'all. All right, but did we have anything else? Swift. Let's talk about Swift real quick. I think this was the last one, if I'm not mistaken. Swift real quick, because I know some people might have missed it earlier, but Swift been getting real busy. Swift been talking a lot.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
We must be really getting close to some shit if they talking.
Yeah, if they talking, they putting it out there.
Yeah.
So here's what's going on with this article. So basically, can y'all see it? Can you see the article, D?
Nah. Nope.
Okay, hold on. All right, can you see it now?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right. So Swift to develop blockchain-based ledger for 24/7 cross-border payment. So Swift plans to build a blockchain-based ledger. So the goal is to make cross-border payments run 24/7. We did go over this earlier. I'm gonna go over it again though, because some of y'all wasn't here earlier.
Okay.
The goal
I was about to say they said some other shit. I was like, damn, they really talking.
Oh no. Yeah, no. That's my fault. That's my fault. We'll go over it again because everybody wasn't here earlier. But the goal is to make cross-border payments run 24/7, rather than being limited to business hours or traditional banking hours. So they're working with over 30 financial institutions. The technical design is based on a prototype from Consensus. So y'all know they're working with Consensus now, which is a blockchain or Ethereum development firm. So why it matters and what it means. So right now, international payments are often slow and can only be processed during certain hours, which is banking hours. So by using a blockchain ledger, Swift could make payments faster, continuously, and more transparent. So this is a big shift. Instead of Swift being just a message system telling banks send X dollars, it would also record and validate the actual transactions with rules enforced by smart contracts. So Swift is doing this partly because digital assets like stablecoins, tokenized currencies, and new blockchain networks are viewed by some as a threat to its relevance. So Swift wants to modernize so it won't be made obsolete. So basically, Swift just basically said, "Yeah, we can't go away." They got pushed to a corner. They just don't have a choice. That's why
Yeah,
speaking out mad late. They thought, you know what I'm saying? They knew, but you know what I'm saying? They kept them quiet and now they talking. That's how y'all know stuff about to pop off. Because now
stop.
if we getting credibility from the actual system that we use on a daily basis, that
Yeah,
is the heart of the
they
financials.
got
Like nothing thrives without this system. It's go time. Because
they got to
they
stop.
won't be.
They got to stop being greedy. They got to stop being greedy, fam. They got to stop being
Yeah.
greedy. They got to stop being like, okay, I'm gonna hold this money over here, and so this bank could do this. They got to stop being greedy. So
Yeah. But y'all know it's go time and Swift talking because now it's so much credibility behind it. Because now at this point, like, I'm gonna just be blunt because my mama just walked out of the room, so now I can talk how I want to. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. If you talking to somebody and you telling them like, look, this the opportunity here, this the financial system, this is what Swift is, and then they get an understanding that, oh, okay, this how the money move, blah blah blah, and like you're showing them this article right here that's fucking telling you they're going on
mhm,
blockchain, they got to modernize their system, they're using new technologies, and your
mhm.
stupid ass still say you ain't getting in digital assets, you just fucking you the R word. I can't even say it. I forgot I was on TikTok. You the R word, gang. You just fucking slow. Truthfully. And you must like being poor. You must like being poor. You enjoy being poor. You
Yep.
enjoy poverty. You know what I'm saying? These the motherfuckers Charleston White be talking about. These motherfuckers at this NBA Youngboy concert hopping around.
Um. Oh man, my cousin,
Look
he going to that shit tonight. He going to that shit tonight. My cousin
Hey,
going to that shit tonight.
I'm thinking about going on the ninth. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna sit at the top though. I ain't gonna be down there with them YNs, but
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. But yeah, so now it's like talking to people. So now that all I was getting at is with this type of credit, like if we would have had this type of credibility 3 and 4 years ago, when people like me and D and a lot of people in the chat was trying to put people on mad early, if we would have had this credibility, we would have been able to. I ain't saying we would have been able to get everybody on board because people just slow, but we would have been able to get way more people on board that we've been trying to convince to get into
Mhm.
this space. We would have been got them in. You feel me? So if they talking, that tells me we got to be mighty close to people being priced out of these digital assets that we're in. You know what I'm saying? Because this is way too much credibility right here. This is like the ultimate proof of
A little bit.
everything we've been saying. You feel me?
Listen, I'm ready. I'm ready, man. Shit, let's pull off. Do what y'all got to do. Do what y'all got to do. Swift
Somebody
talking
said
now. Good. What you say?
somebody said, what does this mean for XRP if Swift uses its own chain? Swift is working with guys. It's going to be more than one chain. I'm closing my eyes because I'm trying not to get frustrated. It's going to be more than one chain. It's going to be more than one winner. Swift is working with multiple companies. And some of those companies that they're working with are Ripple partners. We talked about it this morning.
Mm.
Go to this morning's live. Okay. I'm closing my eyes because I ain't trying to get frustrated. I ain't trying because I don't want to be mad at you because I don't want to direct my anger at you. So I'm doing it like this. Okay. So it is multiple winners. Okay. And a lot of these companies that Swift is working with, some of them are Ripple partners. You go look it up. We talked about one this morning. Okay. Does that help? I hope that helps. And another thing, y'all gotta understand, if Swift came out and said that they using XRP for cross-border payments, you best believe that goddamn price would not be 285 if they was to come out and just bluntly say, "Oh, I like that. That bubble gum, that was fire." If they was to just come out and comfortably say, "Yeah, we're gonna use XRP to settle payments," y'all, it's not that easy.
No, they're
That's not
not.
how it works.
They're not gonna hold your hand and help you get rich. They're not gonna do that.
No, not the country that created a nation of workers and not thinkers. Not the country that thrives off of that. Not built off of that. That's what we're built off of. We're built off of creating a nation of workers. not thinkers. So if it was that simple, if it was that simply put, most of us have probably been well off by now. Our parents would have been rich if it was that easy. They're never gonna make it that easy. They're not gonna tell you it's not. Hell no. Hell no.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I need more info on the Patreon. How do I join? How much and what does it entail? So the Patreon is the link for that is in the bio. So if you go to my bio or BlockNation's bio, it's in the link tree. Okay, so the Patreon is DeFi based. In the coming days here, we are gonna start putting some options trading in there. Soon. We getting that set up. But right now it's DeFi. So basically in there we do weekly calls. And then we also it's just so we have different videos. So basically we're pretty thorough. So we're just giving step-by-step instructions and just explaining different DeFi protocols and just different yield farming, staking, and just different protocols and liquidity pools that you can get into to earn yield on your money on some of your digital assets. And we're just pretty much showing people how to do that. So that's what the calls are for, so people can get their questions answered. The videos is just showing you how to do it, giving you step-by-step instructions, how to, where to go, what to do, how to do it. Caesar's he's a really good teacher. He's really good at explaining that stuff. So that's pretty much
simple. Very simple.
Very simple, yeah. Very simple. So that's pretty much what it entails. But the link for it is in the bio. So go make sure, check us out. So yeah. And then even off the first call, he gave y'all a where is it at? Let me look at it.
He gave y'all a whole breakdown.
He gave a breakdown, but he also, this was the most important part. This is what got me. He gave y'all a DeFi portfolio plan. I'll actually share this, see it on YouTube right here. He gave y'all a DeFi portfolio plan. I'm only gonna show it for a second. But yeah, he gave y'all a DeFi portfolio plan, gang.
Yep. What more do y'all want? We're gonna give y'all more though. We're gonna give y'all more. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot to conquer for him. Y'all should be excited. Shout out to y'all for joining, for getting in this game, man. It's gonna be, man, manyan.
For sure. Yeah, y'all can't see it. Yeah, you gotta go on YouTube. If y'all want to see the screen and see what we be showing, y'all gotta go to YouTube for that. I'm sorry. I can't really flip my camera today. But yeah, that's Patreon fire, Telegram fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We just scaling up, trying to man, we just out here trying to help the people because this is the information that's being gatekept. This is the information they're not trying to put out. They're not trying to put people on to. This is it's sad. It's sad as hell. So this is how a lot of people been getting by for years. And that's people that's been doing DeFi for years now. I'm talking 3, 4, 5 years. People been in DeFi. And it's just like, damn, y'all won't go say nothing? Like, damn. Like, sheesh. And then on top of that, it don't take a rocket scientist to figure out, I promise you, it is easier to learn DeFi than it is to learn Forex. And no shade to the Forex community, but I'm just saying it's easier to learn DeFi than Forex. Like, that shit crazy. Like, y'all niggas really was gonna keep that shit to y'all self? You selfish motherfuckers.
All that Forex bread is coming to the blockchain anyway.
Yeah, facts. So y'all know us. We ain't gatekeeping. We, you know what I'm saying? I want everybody to make bread. Me personally, I'm one of them people, gang. If I can share it, I'm gonna share it. You feel me? I ain't never been selfish. It's like, oh, this is the way everybody can make money. It's enough money out here for everybody. That's the thing. Y'all don't gotta gatekeep no more. It's enough money out here for everybody. And then on top of that, we finna go to a digital system. Nigga, it's finna be more than enough money out here for everybody. It already is. And so now they finna be able to not print to infinity and beyond like they've been doing. They finna be able to just type some numbers in. And y'all out here gatekeeping? What is wrong with y'all? That's demonic. Y'all need to go get delivered. I'm gonna sound like the church folk. Y'all need to go get delivered. Y'all need to go get baptized. Something is wrong with y'all. On a whole nother level, for real. So yeah, but that was all we had for today. I believe. I think that was it. Don't get me started. I hate gatekeepers. I think we went over everything. Make sure y'all good.
Yeah. Web3, no gatekeepers.
Yeah. Everything. That was it.
You're your only gatekeeper on Web3.
Yeah, you going in and out. Your service, you chopping up. You chopping up, bro. Your service pretty bad. You chopping up. You chopping up. Still chopping up. Yeah, you chopping up. Oh, yeah, I can see your pixels right there and shit. Yeah, you chopping up. But yeah, that was all, y'all. That was all. Yeah, I can hear you on TikTok.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I had to move.
Okay. But yeah, y'all, that was it. That was all we had for today. Other than that, damn, we got a big day tomorrow. I'm a little nervous. Science. We gotta see what happened tomorrow, y'all. We gotta see what's going on. They're gonna shut the government down or what? Is it gonna last? How long is it gonna last if they do? Is it gonna be a few hours, or it's gonna be a few days, or it's gonna be a month? So we gonna see. We gonna see, man. Add show the portfolio. Hell no. I would never do. Let me tell you why I don't show my portfolio. It's not that I don't want to show y'all, but that's like, show your bank account. No. To the people that show their portfolio, cool. To me, my mindset is that's a little too. I feel I'm transparent enough. That's me just giving too much of myself away. And on top of that, when shit get real out here, people are going to know how much money you got if you out here showing your portfolio. So niggas gonna remember, let's go to the future real quick. Let's go to the future, whether this is in 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. XRP shoots to $17,000 a token, and I show my portfolio because you just asked me to. I show my portfolio, and then boom, niggas like, oh, Kween had. I'm just say a number because y'all favorite guru loves saying 50,000. Kween had 50,000 XRP. XRP price. This what niggas gonna do. XRP 17,000. It just 17,000 times 50 times 50,000. Kween got $850 million. Y'all think I want niggas knowing that? Hell no.
It's bad enough they do it to athletes. It's bad enough they do it to athletes all the time.
I hate that we know how much them niggas make.
Pocket watching the athletes. You know what I'm saying? And then them jokers be getting extorted. Let me chill.
Yeah, it's trash, gang.
No, it's crazy because
my DeFi portfolio. I show examples of that all the time. Huh? Go ahead.
You lived in LA. You know them jokers. Yeah. Some of these jokers be getting extorted, man.
No, yeah, that's why it sucks because Shaq had to pay one of them niggas. He in jail now because he finally got caught up. But them niggas be having to pay any celebrity or athlete that comes to LA that's big. They have to pay these gangbangers in LA because everybody, the locals in LA. This is why I don't fuck with LA gang. I ain't gonna hold you. The locals in LA know where y'all shoot commercials at, what hotels y'all stay at when y'all come. Wherever y'all gotta go to events and everything, they know where y'all be at. So to protect yourself, because they like, well, we just gonna tell the niggas where y'all is so you can get robbed or worst case scenario unalive. So these niggas be having to pay 20 to 30s to 50s of that, depending on what your bankroll is, thousands of dollars for protection every time they have to come to LA. And y'all know that's a lot because a lot of shit happens in LA over the years. And so when people know what you got, you know what I'm saying? You ain't safe no more. So that's why I personally don't show my portfolio. But to each his own, because there's niggas out here who do for their community, and that's cool. But I'm not willing to do that. I'm not willing to compromise myself like that. So, but yeah, I'll show a DeFi example tomorrow. I feel like I done showed a DeFi example multiple times. Like I done showed y'all a couple with some high yield percentage opportunities. Like we done showed y'all some before.
They're trying to get the game. They're trying to get the game.
Yeah,
gotta get the game. Gotta come to Patreon, fam.
Like I could tell y'all one now. I could tell y'all one now. I ain't gonna show it though, but I could tell y'all one. I'm gonna actually just do one that Cecil sent just to show y'all some people that's making money from just from getting advisement from Cecil. So one of them got into like a VFAT protocol. Now this is a more of a high risk pool to get into, but this person had only been in the pool for about 15 minutes. They put 900 in the pool, and within 15 minutes they earned $100. And so their daily rewards would be $341.92, and their APR was 13,000%. Now that's more of a high risk. That's one of the ones you got to just go in with a strategy and a plan and get in and get out. But the point is, they made $100 in 15 minutes. For some of y'all, how long you got to work at your job to get $100? The whole day, half the day, depending on your hourly. I know you got to work a long fucking time. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If you make $20 an hour, that's, you know what I'm saying. Most people make 150, 200 a day on average. To some people, 250, 300. But I mean, you're gonna have to work some. This person made $100 in 15 minutes. 15 minutes. So see it right there. Think I'm bullshitting. Ooh, okay, DeMar. Okay, DeMar dropping some game in the chat. But this one is a higher risk, but it's lower risk plays. I just was showing y'all that one because somebody asked to see a DeFi play. But yeah, other than that, yeah, Manny said 4.5. So you 4.5 hours to get $100. This person made $100 off of their own money in 15 minutes. You feel me? You feel me? So yeah, that's what's going on in the place. So yeah, make sure y'all get in that Patreon game. The link for that's in the bio. Make sure y'all, the NFT class gonna be on Wednesday. NFT class Wednesday, 7:30 Eastern. Make sure y'all get in that NFT class. Other than that, we're gonna see y'all tomorrow afternoon. We'll see y'all at noon tomorrow. With some crypto updates. Yeah, we'll see y'all and we'll see what they do. Oh, okay. So yeah, we'll see what they're gonna do about this shutdown, y'all. Tell Mike I said what's good. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all. All right. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow.